So Stance is horrible. Stance, your customer service sucks. Stance, you lied to me. Stance, you definitely crooked me, and what you did is fraud. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, I'm Shongwane, aka Miss Focal. If this is your first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe. I absolutely love you, and please follow me on Instagram, guys. Thank you so much for the people that have been following. Like, you guys, like, we are actually growing, and I'm so excited about it. The shenanigans that I had to deal with, you guys, like, legit Stance, you need to change the way you actually do business, okay? And I definitely feel like Stance does not care about its customers. Like, I was one of their customers and they did not care about me. They cared zero about me. And I want to know, like, am I the only one that has ever experienced this, or have you guys also experienced in other shops? Obviously, you need to wait and hear the story and tell me your opinion. So basically, this is the shop I'm talking about. Stance, yes. So if you do not know about Stance is basically a jewelry shop. They do sell like quite nice jewelry. I do have to give them that. And so what actually happened was, you guys obviously know the good news. I recently got married. My husband recently paid lobola, and so I wanted to give him something special, you guys. Knowing the struggles that my husband and I have gone through, you guys know I absolutely poured my heart out on my previous video, where I was basically telling you guys that like the struggles we had to go through. And yes, I did record this makeup look, and I'm rocking my natural hair. I have curly hair, you guys. Okay, so anyway, back to this video. I feel like I'm just all over the place, y'all. Like, I'm pissed, I'm hurt. Actually, I feel like there's a level where you get pissed, and then there's a level where you just get hurt. Like, who do you think you are, treating me like I'm just complete nothing, dirt or something like that, when I'm a customer, a paying one anyway? So basically, this is what happened, you guys. I was in Venda a week before him and his family had to come. Like, him and my in-laws had to come to Venda, and so I decided, since I'm gonna be in Venda, I'm gonna go ahead and give my husband a surprise. Now, I've always had a ring, you guys. This is my second ring, actually. The first ring that him and I got, there was a time we had a fight and I gave it back and the ring got lost, so we had to go and get me like a second one. And yeah, it's a long story. If you guys want that story time, it can absolutely come. So basically, I've always wanted him to also have a ring, but it was just that thing of, how do I put him a ring on before he pays lobola? And besides, we didn't have money, you guys. Rings are not too cheap. Like, I know they're affordable now, but if you're someone that was in the financial mess that we were in, it was not affordable for us, okay? So basically, this is what actually happened, you guys. I thought a ring was going to be a great gift for my husband, and so I of course had a price range. Like, I had my own budget on how much I actually want to spend on the ring. And so I told myself that I don't want to go to shops and start looking for things that I know I won't be able to afford. So I definitely need to go to the price range that I can actually afford. So the first thing that I did, I actually went to American Swiss, because they are there in Tabani Mall. And when I arrived there, I think that's the one, yeah, American Swiss, yeah, I think that's the one. When I arrived there, I asked the ladies, can I please see the rings within this price point? And they showed me. I absolutely saw another one that I absolutely loved, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think this is the ring that I'm going to buy. But I need to actually go to Stance, because they also have Stance not so far, so that I can actually check and see if I can get something that I love. Now, when I went there, you guys, I asked the ladies, hey guys, can I please get rings that are in this price range? The ladies were like, yeah, of course, you absolutely can. They showed me where the rings are, and when I got there, you guys, Lord and behold, I found the perfect ring, and it's exactly the same amount as the one that I actually saw in American Swiss, and I loved. But I loved that one even more. I fell in love with it. I looked at the price point. It was within my price range, the amount of money that I had. And so obviously it was a steal for me. I was like, I absolutely want this ring. But at that time, you guys, my sister had to come and fetch me because we had to go do something. So I was like, I'm gonna definitely come back and take it. And so when I went outside, I was telling my sister, hey Chipiwa, hey girl, that I saw the ring that I absolutely love, and I of course want to have this ring. So she was like, ah, you know what, instead of doing the other thing. Let's just go back, get it first, and then we're gonna finish up. Now this was, I think, on a Tuesday or something like that. When we arrived there, you guys, I'm like, yes, I came back to fetch my ring. I went there, I took the ring, and when we went to pay for the ring, you guys, the lady, of course, you know, whoops, the ring, and I'm about to put my card, and so I look at the ring price and I'm like, wait, I think you made a mistake. She's like, why? I'm like, that ring, that price ring and this price are not the same. So she looks at you guys, and the price of the ring is a couple of hundreds up. I'm not understanding, like, wait, what do you mean? She's like, oh no, I think we made a mistake, so, you know, are you gonna buy it? Like, at this price, that is not my price range. When I came here, the first thing I said was, please give me a ring that is within this price range. You now made me love this ring that you know is not on my my price range. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Legit, I was not feeling it. Then my sister, of course, said, you know what, we need to talk to the manager. They're like, well, the manager's not around. We're like, well, there has to be a standing manager, isn't it? We call the lady, she comes, she's of zero help. She's like, yeah, we'll have to talk to the manager about this. And we're like, but you're the standing manager, which means that any decisions that needs to be made, you make them. We want to buy the ring at the price that we saw it, because as a customer, I need to pay for the price that I saw. You understand what I'm saying? So we start going back and forth with the fake manager that is there, because clearly she was doing absolutely nothing. My sister then calls the head office of stands, you guys. Like, she calls and then she explains the situation, and guess what the person there says? Well, if they made a mistake, then maybe you should just buy it, or maybe you can actually just get another ring. No, I'm not gonna get another ring, because this is the ring that I fell in love with, and y'all showed me that this was the price range that the ring is on, and now you're telling me like, oh, you know, it's fine, it's nothing, just get another ring. Yet I already fell in love with this particular ring that I actually saw. Now I'm not going to open it here, because I did promise you guys that I'm gonna upload it on my Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram, then you won't be able to see it, basically. So this is the box. So for us to actually get here, you guys, the lady's like, you know what, just give me your name, give me your numbers. We'll have to call the manager, we'll have to talk to her, and then we'll get back to you. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I live having that hope, because legit, you guys, I didn't have any extra money for those couple hundreds up. She calls me later on and she's like, well, the manager said you should just get a ring that is within your price point. I was so pissed, you guys, because legit, I felt even if I had gone back to like American Swiss and buy the one that was exactly the same price with this one, at first when I actually saw it, it was not gonna be the same, because this is the ring that I fell in love with. Number one, I fell in love with it because of the way it looks, and then again, another thing that was a huge part was that the price point was within my price range. You guys know, like, if you're not just someone that is super rich, just has a lot of money to waste and everything, price is everything on everything. Like, you fall in love with something, you go for things that you know you can afford, and in this case I absolutely did, and Stance is the one that actually made a mistake, and now I have to be the one to suffer, because legit, I went back to the other shop, to American Swiss, and I tried looking at that ring. I couldn't fall in love with it as much as the way I loved this particular one. And of course, I wanted the moment to be perfect, not only for my husband but for me as well. I wanted him to wear a ring that when I look at it, I feel happy about it and my heart is fine. And I felt, had I taken the other one, it would have been something that, it would have not been the same, you guys. So what did I have to do? I had to borrow money, the couple of hundreds extra, in order for me to go ahead and purchase the ring that I actually saw, and they made me fall in love with it, lying to me and saying this is the price that it is, whilst it was not. Now honestly, you guys, I felt, number one, disrespected as a client. Number two, I felt lied to. I felt it was very fraudulent, because they sold me a price that they they knew it's not the price, and now I have to be the one to suffer for it. I understand maybe they made a mistake or whatever it is, but why is it that I'm the one that's supposed to suffer as the customer? Now I have to go up and down borrowing money, doing things that I don't want to do in order for me to get a ring that they lied to me with the price. And another thing again, you guys, that I felt was so not good was the fact that the ladies that were there, they were making it be like, well, it's nothing, it's just a ring, you can go ahead and get another one. We are not the same in life. That's why I avoid going for things that I know I cannot afford, because once my heart falls in love with something, it takes time for me to fall out of love from that particular thing. I knew for a fact that I got another ring, you guys, anytime I see my husband wearing that ring, it would have reminded me that I just couldn't get him the ring that I actually wanted. And this would have never happened had it been that they actually priced the rings right, and this ring was on its right price range. Will I ever be going back to Stans to buy a jewelry? I don't think so. Number one, because how do I know that, you know, the price I see won't be the price I won't pay, and then I have to go and borrow money all over again like how I had to do now. I feel they disrespected me as a client. I feel they, like, legit, I just feel so disrespected, you guys, and I definitely feel unappreciated. I felt that customer service was horrible. Even the head office didn't understand that what their staff did was wrong. If there's a mistake that was done, why is it that it's me that has to suffer and not you guys that made the mistake? And I feel like there is a rule that says, like, the consumer price or something rule that says the customer should pay the price they see, yet in this case it was absolutely something that was different. I had to go and borrow money, you guys, legit, to just finish up this, and it was really something that I just feel it didn't treat me well at all. So Stans does not care about how we feel, and if you choose to go buy something over there, you might find that the price they're actually selling you is wrong, and you might fall in love with something that you cannot afford. You might have to borrow money, or you might have to spend over what you actually have. Because obviously I had to save, like, from my pocket money, and there was no way I can go to our joint savings account because he would see that I'm making a purchase. So I had to go ahead and borrow money outside our savings so that he doesn't see, because it was supposed to be a surprise. And so, you know, it's something that really inconvenienced me. Sure, I paid the money back, but it's extra money that I wasn't planning on using. You understand? It was definitely way over the budget that I had for myself and the money that I had from my own pocket money. And so it was something that was really just so sad. So Stans is horrible. Stans, your customer service sucks. Stans, you lied to me. Stans, you definitely crooked me, and what you did is fraud, because the price I saw is definitely not the price you wanted me to pay and the price I had to pay. Had it been that I could have gotten this same ring somewhere else at the exact same price I paid in Stans, I would have gone to that other shop, because I felt they disrespected me. Like, why is it me that has to pay the price? Please tell me, guys, if I'm being dramatic with this whole thing, and please tell me if you guys ever had to go through the same situation that I did. Please comment that down below, and please do not forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see the type of ring that I actually got him. It's gorgeous. I know, like, shameless promo. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram. Why don't you guys follow me? I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, guys.